this passage is from a book called A Brief History of the Village of Nassau. Nassau in the years 1819 to 1994. This is talking about the flu pandemic. The severe flu epidemic, which was terrible among our troops, was in the fall and winter of 1918 and 1919. At that time, I had an aunt, 25, her husband, 31, and their little daughter, who lived in Malden Bridge. My uncle, who was a salesman, would leave my aunt and cousin with our family while he was traveling. He started out one Monday morning for Post and Kill when my mother and aunt said, "Albert, how dare you go to Post and Kill when they have such flu there?" And he said, "If I'm supposed to get the flu and die, I'll get the flu and die," which really happened. He returned to our house noontime and died Friday. My aunt died the following Tuesday, and my little cousin the next Friday, all within a week.
Yeah, now let's go again. The salesman went to Post and Skill on Monday. He returned at noon.
He returned at noon and died on Friday.
He died on Friday.
Her aunt died the following Tuesday, and her little cousin the next Friday, all within 1 week.
I wanted to establish it. Okay, the salesman's wife, she got it the next week. He died on Friday.
No, she got it 4 days later.
4 days later than what?
Well, he died on Friday. She died on Tuesday.
Wow.
Yep, and then the little daughter died a week later.
Isn't that gross? Oh, that's terrible.
At the same time, my sister and mother had it, and my older sister had it in Schenectady. She had come home over the weekend to care for our sick family. Since I was attending high school in Rensselaer, arrangements were made through mutual friends for me to stay in the home of a Dr. Mann in Albany and earn my board and room by babysitting for their young son.
But who did anybody die of it? In this group she's telling about now.
No, it sounds like they didn't die, but I didn't copy the whole passage. I just copied that first part. So I'll have to go home and read the rest of the book again.
You see how history repeats itself?
Yes, and this current pandemic is considered to be far worse than that flu epidemic of 1918.
In what way?
The numbers of people who are ill and the numbers of people who have died. And also the fact that it's global, that so many countries are involved.
Over 200 million.
So,
over
all right.
22 million in the USA. Is it charged? I think it's charged.
It is.
And am I looking at it?
Yes, you are. And I'm going to take the 4 with me.
Yep.
And
On
its
a tripod.
charger.
And you're wearing a blazer?
Well, not right now, but I will be. But it depends. Is it going to be really hot in the museum?
When you open the door, it's going to be hot, but within 3 minutes it'll be nice and cool.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to worry about. Would you take a pair of gloves, because I'm going to ask you to open mothballs and put them in every third box.
Sure.
Do you have some of those here?
They're right there in the museum on the top of the columns.
Oh, okay.
And there's the scissors there in office supplies, which is column 46, scissors to open the packages.
Okay.
Then I think it would be nice if you would go across the street to Ace Hardware and get a pair of keys and 2 keychains.
Okay, wait, hold on.
And then we'll,
Keys and 2, you want keys made of what?
would you repeat, please?
What keys do you want? For these?
A set of keys, 1 key for the house and 1 key for, you know, the way that you have them.
Yeah,
Yeah, so get another set like that,
okay.
and then get 2 keychains, honey,
Yeah,
and then we'll mark them.
okay.
Pretty keychains.
Okay. Pretty keychains. Okay. All right.
Is Jeremiah better?
He's feeling a little bit better, yeah. Can I take your cell phone and you'll dial from the house phone?
I think so.
Okay, all right. Should I head over there now?
Well, I need a yellow tie,
Oh, yeah, you do.
and I need a plaid jacket,
Okay.
and I need yellow gloves.
Okay.
Now, what are you going to carry your things in? Thank you.
Well, I have my purse. I think most of it will fit in that.
Okay, now you need a pair of gloves. Or do you want to get them at the museum? No, you have to get the gloves from here.
Okay.
The gloves would be in the right column in the folding door closet, top box.
Okay. And here's the jacket.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we
There you go.
can you watch it? It's okay. It went over. Now, a pair of yellow gloves.
Sure.
Do you have your gloves yet?
No. Okay.
Does it look right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you.
They've got a safety pin.
Yes.
Cool.
And your gloves are in the box on the right, top
Okay.
box. Feels good to be dressed up.
Okay.
Okay. Could you pass me the Jersey remote?
Where did he go?
Second drawer.
Second drawer. Okay.
I think, I hope.
Yes, you're right.
Thank you.
Here you are.
Thank you. And I'm going to see if he works. Did he have to be turned on? His camera has to be turned on?
His camera's on.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, you're good.
Was that
Do you
the
want to
off-
pause it again for a second? Sue just got here.
Hi, Glendora.
Oh, hi, Sue.
I don't know if you want to be on camera. I can pause it.
No, not really.
Okay.
No, was that on or off?
That'll be on now.
Okay.
Go over it all again.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right. For Arnie and for what? Alrighty.
Thank you.
No problem.
Welcome, everybody, on July 8, 2020. Elyssa is going to take you on a tour of the Glendora Franklin Museum for the preservation of the public access pro se newspaper record. Are you okay now, Elyssa?
I'm all set.
Bye, honey. Now I'll look forward to your call from the museum.
Okay.
And she's taking the RJVC number 4 camcorder with her on a tripod, and Glendora is with you on the JVC Jersey camera. Helping others, you'll enjoy it. Happiness is guaranteed. We got rid of the ego. Selfishness is not allowed. We want you to have what? What do you want us to have? Peace that passes understanding. Helping others, you'll enjoy it. Happiness is guaranteed. I want to go over that story with you again. My friend Sandy and her husband Andrew, Sandy and Andy, were cleaning out the kitchen cupboards. And there were mouse droppings, which are very disturbing and almost impossible not to have when you live up here in the rurals. And one cupboard, folks, had all kinds of papers in it. And Andrew pulled out a book which was a history of Nassau village. That's our little village that we live in. And Andrew was reading, and he says, hey, listen to this. A man who was a salesman, this is during the year 1918, during the Spanish flu epidemic that took so many lives. And he says, listen to this. This man said that he was going to post and kill Monday. And his wife says, no, don't go to post and kill. It is filled with flu. He said, if I'm to get the flu, if I'm to die from the flu, then I'm to get the flu and I'm to die from the flu. And off he went Monday morning to post and kill. Little ways north here, just above Troy. 20 miles, 25 miles. And this is 1918. And he was back at noon, folks.
I forgot to grab a hat.
What's that, honey?
Forgot to grab a hat.
I didn't hear, did you?
I forgot to grab a hat.
Oh, well, you can't forget a hat.
Can't forget a hat.
That's your thinking hat.
Yeah, exactly.
So he went on Monday morning and he was back home at noon in Nassau. The next day, Tuesday, he had the flu. Friday, he was dead. Tuesday, his wife was dead. And the following week, his little daughter was dead. Now, history repeats itself. Okay. this applies right now to this virus. That is going around right now, in this very year of 2020, on this very day of July, this is July 8th. Tuesday, he got the flu. Friday, he was dead. Tuesday, his wife was dead. And the next week, his daughter was dead. History repeats itself. How many people in the United States died? How many million all over the world from the COVID virus? Well, let's see what interesting things there are to tell you. I want to tell you what the thrust of a chat with Glendora is, and I want to make sure that I leave this understandably to you. I'm leaving you this. A chat with Glendora says, after all is said and done, the only thing that really mattered is how did you treat others. After all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. That's one. Step two. Others includes animals. How did you treat animals? So that comes to step three, which makes us vegan. Vegan. No animal products. We do not bother the animals. All creatures of our God and King, lift up your hearts and let us sing. Just be kind, stop the cruel. Thou cows and pigs, leave them alone. The horses, hens, and turkeys too. Save the fish, one with God. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Vegans do not use any animal products. They do not eat animals and they do not wear animals. They do not rob the bees of their honey that they work their lives to produce. They do not rob hens of their babies, of their eggs. They are kind. They do not fight back. Vegans live harmlessly. Isn't that nice? They live harmlessly. My husband Franklin was extremely popular. He lived harmlessly. He never hurt anybody. He never hurt anybody. No. What else does that lead to? I think we're on number 4. It leads to holy, 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 helping others. Lord God Almighty, That is helping others. Early in the morning our song shall rise to thee. That is helping others. Thee. Holy, 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 helping others. Merciful and mighty. Glenn is merciful. She makes more mistakes than anybody else, so I forgive everybody. Mighty is helping others. God in all persons, helping others in all persons. Blessed charity, helping others. Holy, 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 that's helping others. Though the darkness hide thee. Darkness? What is that? It is selfishness, egotism, and me first. Through the eye of sinful flesh. Eye of sinful flesh? What is that? Selfishness, egotism, me first. Thy glory we can see. What are you saying? What are we saying? We're saying that through darkness, which is selfishness, egotism, me first, through the eye of sinful flesh, which is selfishness, egotism, and me first, we can see the glory of helping others. Only God is holy. Only helping others is holy. There is none before thee. There is none beside helping others. Perfect in power, in love and purity. Perfect in power, in love and purity. Helping others. No self. Self is a delusion. It doesn't work. You know what self is? It's trying to separate yourself from everybody else, from the universe. Trying to chip off a piece of the universe and be over there by yourself and be better than anybody else. Well, it just doesn't work. Don't waste your time on it. Don't waste your life on it. It just doesn't work. It's a mirage. That's what I want to leave you with. It's something like Jesus the Christ who said what he wanted to leave to people. This is my commandment to you. You love one another as I have loved you. It's a great thing to lead to us. And everything's perfect when you give up self. It all comes together. Everything you ever wanted comes to you. Everything you ever wanted comes to you. What kinds of meditation do you do, Glendora? Oh, all kinds. One is think 40 great things that God does. Life. Cells. Protoplasm. Cytoplasm. The smallest cell is able to eat, is able to excrete, is able to reproduce, and is able to move. To even conceive of life. Such a grand concept. And then to go manufacture it, then to make out a blueprint, And it was done by cells. One cell after another. And then it was done billions of times. Over millions of years. There's 10 great things we said about God. The onlyness of God. There's only God. The oneness. The allness. The variety of the creation. What are there, 7,000 or 8,000 different kinds of birds? 7,000 or 8,000 different kinds of insects? Billions of people on this planet? And it's still going. The Big Bang reportedly is what, 4.3 billion years? And life didn't come along until, what, the last million or two or so, 3 million or so? You can throw out these numbers because what difference does it make if you're off a million or a billion? What difference does it make? What's another billion? That's one kind of meditation, 40 of those, at least once a day. Humor, smiles, laughter. Personality, no two alike, everyone different. Sleep! Oh, what a grand creation that is, sleep. Rejuvenation, oh, that's a beauty. The astronomical distances. The stars, how far, 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 far away they are. And yet the tiny, 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 10 to the minus 40. Tiny, tiny. The use of integers. It's one atom of oxygen and it's 2 atoms of hydrogen. And it makes something beautiful, a molecule of water, the use of the integers. The periodic table of elements. I look at it this way, there's only one element and the rest are all combinations of hydrogen, aren't they? What great things can you think that God does? How about color? This jacket has just about all the colors, not the shades and hues. Those are almost innumerable, although they're not. They're definite numbers. You know, frequency and wavelength, they all each have a different number. But there's red. Don't you love it? Orange, oh, that's a beauty. Yellow, oh, I love it. And blue, and all kinds of blues. Powder blue, and royal blue, and navy blue, and green. Look at all of the greens. I should have put green before blue. Bottle green, pistachio green, lime green, Kelly green, forest green, and those purples. Don't you love those purples? Lavender, lilac, and deep purple. Okay, ad infinitum. The glories of God. once a day. Think about 40 of them at least. What's another kind of meditation? Born alive and healthy. Food, clothing, and a home. Freedom and independence. No catastrophes. No weather catastrophes. No automobile accidents. Terrible one this morning. No diseases. Terrible one going on now. The virus. The coronavirus. No house on fire. And in this case, 92 years old, no doctors and no medicine. Catastrophes. No doctors, no medicine. No robberies. No assaults. No broken bones. No injuries. Born alive and healthy, food, clothing, and a home, freedom and independence, no catastrophes, finances. Here in America, some money. Education, here in America, free. Careers, jobs, spouses, jobs. That's another form of meditation, the daily blessings. What do you think of this? Does it any help? Is it telling you anything new? No, it isn't. It's telling you something you already know. You know all this. But what it is doing is reminding you. Disinterring it. Reminding you. What other kind of meditation? The spin of the earth. You're given another 24 hours this day. You're given, we'll say, 14 hours of daylight to help others, to create, to add to the universe, to keep it going and glowing and growing. The spin of the earth, and then another 10 hours to sleep. Electromagnetism, the grand force. The sun up there keeping the home fires burning. Where does this energy come from? Mostly from the sun. The universe, the spin of the earth, electromagnetism, heat, light, the tilt of the earth giving us this beautiful summer day, and all the other beautiful days in the year. The earth's trip around the sun. We're over halfway now. Being July 8th, we're over halfway. And all the time we're rotating, and all the time we're revolving. Isn't it grand? The spin of the earth. The electromagnetic spectrum that we just talked about. Heat. The waves of heat. The television waves, the radio waves. The microwaves. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, the ultraviolets, the X-rays, the gamma rays. The spin of the earth. Temperature. Oh, very important. We can live in only a certain bracket of temperature. And we're provided with that bracket. God our Maker doth provide for our wants to be supplied. God our Maker doth provide for our wants to be supplied. So there we are. It's very simple, isn't it? I think Elyssa's supposed to call us. I guess it's okay if she doesn't, because she'll come back and bring a video, and the video will tell you about the museum. Hello? Hello?
Hi, Glendora.
Well, hi there, Elyssa.
How are you?
100%, and how are you, my dear?
Oh, I'm doing well.
You always
I'm
seem
here
to
in the
do
museum.
Yes, you always seem to do well. Tell me about the museum, would you?
Well, it's surrounded by blackberries at the moment.
No, really?
There are a lot of blackberries growing.
Oh, delicious. Have you tried them?
Yeah.
Are they okay?
Oh, I haven't tried one, but I will.
The museum, folks, is on the Elyssa Kill. That's a Dutch word for stream. And are you looking at columns 1 through 10 right now?
No, but I can bring the camera inside.
Oh, you've got a picture of the beautiful green outside?
Yep. I got a little view of the outside, yep.
Before you go in, would you have time to show them where the Elyssa Kill is?
Sure.
Here's how you do it. You face the door of the museum,
Uh-huh.
and to your right hand, Elyssa, is the Elyssa Kill. I don't think you can see it because it's so grown up.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. It is a little bit overgrown.
But you know, folks, you could go from our backyard down the Elyssa Kill and go to the museum, right, Elyssa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going inside now.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, with God we go. Go. To spread the joy of life. Okay, Elyssa. We win each day.
So, is column 1 to the left or to the right?
That's to the right, dear.
To the right. So here's column 1. And you see, it goes 6 boxes down. It goes back all the way to the end. It's dark on the camera.
Yeah, so will you be able to do anything with that, honey?
That's a tough question. I'm not sure because there aren't a lot of windows in here.
There are none. There's 2 holes in the roof that are kind of nice.
There are 2 what?
There's 2 views. There's 2 round, you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're so far back.
Yeah, that's right, dear. Well, just go ahead and just walk down and show them columns 11 through 20.
Okay. Should I open the columns up?
Well, why don't you open up 1 or 2, one that they can see?
Okay.
All right, let's see what's in that column.
In
Mostly,
column 1, row 1, there the boxes have seed supplies, and inside there are also DVD archives.
okay. Most of it, Elyssa, should we tell the folks, is videos, right?
Yeah.
And audio tapes, right?
Yeah.
And the legal papers for the lawsuit standing up for public access TV.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you're doing fine. What's Why don't you go down to column 11 and tell us what's in the row 1 of column 11?
Okay, so then I'm gonna.
Your transmission is very good here. We can hear you very plainly.
Okay. Eleven is files,
Files,
2016, and joy books.
2015, and joy books.
Yes.
Joy books are the old journals that we used to keep in handwriting, telling the joys of living. Thank you, Elyssa.
No problem.
And now next you go from column 21 to 30, and that's probably way too dark, isn't it?
Column 21 through 30, yeah, it is dark.
Can you see at all that little chest of drawers that my daddy made all by himself with his little hands?
Let's see.
Well, they were big hands, really.
Mhm.
It's all red, white, and blue. Can you see it at all on camera? Probably not.
No, unfortunately you can't.
Well, folks,
Here's
here.
one wall here, but we can't really see those either.
Okay,
It's dark back here.
I'll describe it, Elyssa. It was cigar boxes. It's all made from cigar boxes. Can you believe that? Is there anything on the walls?
There are some pictures on the wall, yeah.
Are there any, the back wall? Is there anything?
Back wall?
Yeah, there's a
No,
bed.
not really. There's one calendar.
Oh, one calendar. Oh, yes. And there's a bedroll, isn't there?
A what?
A
Yeah.
bedroll,
Mm-hmm.
rolled up mattresses. And then what is there after that? After the mattresses, what's that?
Then it looks like a rug or a blanket.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. And under that blanket, is there a great big TV set?
No.
No.
TV set? Oh, yeah, maybe. No, I don't see one.
Is there the box that the DV Pro came in that will duplicate 6 DVDs simultaneously? Is that there? Under the blanket?
No, I don't see it. I see an empty space.
Oh, okay. Now you're down to rows 31 to 40, aren't you? Going the other way? Are you at columns? I should say columns, 31 to 40.
Yep.
And once
They're a little bit in the dark, but
okay, can you decipher anything in column 30?
yeah, on column 30, it's files from June 2017, and underneath is a box with an Epson printer inside, or the box the Epson printer came in, maybe.
Oh, good. Oh, good, good.
DVD diaries at the bottom of that column.
What diaries, dear? DVD?
DVD diaries.
Oh, yes.
So those were personal diaries, and they are related to the show.
They are. And they are, all of the discs are 6 hours long. Each disc is 6 hours long, Elyssa. And so now you're down to 31 to 40. What's in column 41, honey? We're almost at the end. There are 45.
Oh, one is empty.
Oh, good, empty. That's good. Because as a
There's 2 and 41. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, thank you. As the museum expands, folks, you're going to fill up those empties. Go ahead, Elyssa. You were saying.
In column 42, column 41, row 2, is mother, and it says not full.
My mother's, yes, my darling mother's keepsake, Edna Leathers Folsom.
And then underneath that, row 3, column 31, says recent 1999, and then it says fake money.
Oh, yeah, fake
And
money.
it's a scary sound.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake money over there, isn't there?
Yeah. Then underneath says joy books.
Joy books,
And files 1993.
diaries and files of 1993.
Underneath that, it says Glendora, but it says
Yes, Cablevision took Glendora's program off the TV because they didn't like what she said, and you can't do that in public access, Elyssa, because public access is free speech, and you cannot editorialize any public access producer. And so we took them to court, and the court says, put the program back on TV. And it has been ever since. Well, thank you for that. And what's next?
No problem. Next is column 32, and the top it says wood.
Wood, yeah, wood. We use the wood, pieces of wood to hold the columns up straight and say attention. Put them at attention.
Next is camera boxes,
Yup.
and then I see physics work maybe.
Physics, yes, physics and love. Glendora wrote 3 volumes of physics books on equations for love. Equations for love. Love is a
What
force.
inspired you to write that?
God, just the idea of communing with God and with people and passing it all on and getting people to understand that love is a force. It can be measured, and it's just more knowledge about God, I guess, Elyssa.
Yeah.
Thank you for the good question.
Yeah. Then I see underneath that DVDs return 2011.
Yes, when the TV stations play the program on DVDs, they would return the DVDs in their own file in the museum.
Yeah.
Well, Elyssa,
And
go ahead.
go ahead. Oh, there's more Joy books, 2014, 2016.
Well, you're doing a great job telling us what's there.
Good. Good, good, good.
I don't see how you can handle a camera and a cell phone and look into boxes. You're an octopus, right? How many hands do you have?
Well, the camera's on the tripod, like you suggested,
Oh, okay.
so that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, but, well, I respect what you're doing.
Good. And then the last box in that column is Files, Museum 2006, Joy Books 2015.
Yep, we all know what those are.
Nice. And then the last couple, the last 3, there's some empty boxes in column 43. And there's some infrequencies. What does that mean?
It means files.
It's 2016.
It's a files, Elyssa, that you infrequently refer to.
Oh, okay.
So they're over in the museum instead of being in the Happy House 3, which is where we are now. You and I are in the Happy House 3. Elyssa is in the museum.
And then I see DVDs returned by TV stations 2010.
Good?
More DVDs returned
Yes.
by TV stations from 2010.
Yes.
And then it looks like on the very bottom there, VHS returns. And it says 311. Would that be 2011?
Offhand, I would say yes.
Yeah. People are still taking VHS tapes then?
Yes. And then on the topmost box is office supplies, isn't it?
Yeah, on column 44.
Yeah.
One is office supplies. And there I see the mothballs too.
Oh, okay. I love the little mice, but mice...
Drop a mothball in the top boxes.
Yes, please. I would put some in a top box of the first column. I would skip 3 columns and then go down and put some mothballs in the third box down.
Okay, sounds good.
And so forth all the way around.
Okay.
Well, I think you did a wonderful job.
Oh, good. All right, should I let you go?
Yes, let me go and let me tell you that we respect how adroit you were, how dexterous you were to bring this picture to us. Just one last thing. What is your general impression of the museum? Its value and whatever. What's your general impression of it?
Well, I think it's nice. I think it's nice how you have things organized. It would be cool next time maybe I'll bring some kind of flashlight so that we can see the other end of it, because I would like to have a shot that shows the perspective
Yes.
a little bit better.
Yes. Yes, if it were, the museum used to be in an open field and you could see the whole thing, but now everything over there is so pretty with the trees that it shuts out the
Right,
light.
it took me a minute to find it because I knew that it was green, but then all the actual greenery obscured it a little bit. So
Well, thank you for such a good job, dear Elyssa. This is
no problem.
this is Elyssa Blakeman McLean, right?
Yes.
All right. You want to say goodbye to your people?
Bye bye, everybody. I'll see you back at the house.
Okay, back at Happy House 3. Bye, Elyssa.
Bye bye.
This is the new landline phone because we can't see the computer phone to answer it. The buttons don't stand up. The buttons are flat and the eyes can't see them. The eyes can't see anything. Isn't she terrific? How old is she? About 26. She's a grand inspiration to Glendora, and she supplies everything that the eyes are missing. Marvelous how she can do it. Well, the little tailor was not doing well financially, so his rabbi suggested to him, you have to take the Lord as your partner. And the next time the rabbi saw the tailor said, how are things going? And the rabbi said, how are things going? And the tailor said, oh, marvelously. We have hundreds and hundreds of employees. We have 26 stores. We have 35 trucks. Oh, look, there goes one of our trucks right now, Lord and Taylor. Daddy, why is English called the mother tongue? Daddy, because Daddy never gets a chance to use it. Harry, the doctor said, you mustn't shovel snow, you'll have a heart attack. And you mustn't mow the lawn, you'll have a heart attack. So Harry went home and he said, son, will you please mow the lawn? The son said, yes, Dad, I'll start immediately. That gave Harry a heart attack. A man said, I grew up to be the kind of a person that my mother never wanted me to play with when I was a boy. Did you hear about the couple who had identical twin girls? And they named them Kate and Duplicate. Did you hear about the couple who had identical twin boys? They named them Pete and Repeat. And the couple who had identical twin girls and named them Joyce and Rejoice. Rejoice, ye pure in heart. Rejoice, give thanks and sing. You did what your conscience said. Let's see, you did what your conscience said. something about you never missed a thing. Rejoice, 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 give thanks and sing. I sing like a prisoner, behind 8 bars looking for the key. A man went to a priest to make a confession, and the man was very disturbed. He says, I've stolen plywood from the place where I work. I made a birdhouse with it. And the priest says, well, that's nothing. You can make a birdhouse out of scraps. Well, I put a little playroom down in the cellar for the kids. Well, you could make that from scraps too. That's not serious. And then the man says, well, the kids wanted a dollhouse outdoors on the lawn. And the priest says, now this is getting serious. He says, and then my son got married, and so I added a room to the house. The priest is really worried now, and he says, can you make a novena? And the man says, if you've got the floor plan, I've got the plywood. St. Mary's Roman Catholic Church is having their church in the parking lot. The people stay in their cars, they roll down the window, and they receive their communion that way. And it is working out well. This is because of the virus that gets into people's lungs and kills them. The coronavirus in the year 2020. I've been quarantined since the 1st of February, and this is the 1st of March, approximately. So that's month 2 to month 7. That's 5 months. I went into quarantine before everybody because of the eyesight, inability to see anything. And everybody else has been in quarantine since the middle of March. About 3.5 months. We wear our masks, we wear our gloves, we use a spray. It's a great big spray bottle. And our cousins and our sisters and brothers and our darling friends dying by the thousands. It started with eating meat, eating that terrible meat in China. I've told you not to eat meat. I told you to always wear gloves. For years I've been telling you, don't use toilet paper. Use washcloths. For years I've been telling you, drink 5 glasses of water a day. And you see, in a crisis, all these things tell you why. They show you why. Okie dokie. Remember again, when all is said and done, the only thing that really mattered is how did you treat others. Remember, others includes animals. Remember that you treat animals kindly, and you do unto others as you would them do unto you. So you're vegan. Remember that, vegan. No animal products. And remember that, no self. It's all what you do for others. You serve others, not yourself. And what's that lead to? Oneness and happiness and fulfillment. Lord, dismiss us with thy blessing. Fill us hearts with joy and peace. Let us each thy love possessing, triumph in redeeming grace. Ooh. Triumph in redeeming grace. Oh, refresh us, traveling through this universe.